welcome back to Know It All. I'm here with Renee Monroe, image coach of Image Matters, and we're talking about how to dress for success. And now also, I mentioned we're going to talk about some etiquette. Now, we've got a table setting right in front of us here, which you'll see in just a moment, folks. What do table manners have to do with anything?
Table manners have everything to do with everything, because it is a way that you express to your fellow diners that you have a little bit of what we call couth. You've got some home training. Do you remember your mother always told you to keep your elbows off the table?
Yes.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Yes.
All those things she was doing because she knew that once you get outside of the home and you meet other people, you're put in different situations, it's very important that you know how to conduct yourself in a public situation. And dining is one of the crucial ones. Because how you use your fork and knife, do you know which fork and knife to use? You know, do you stuff your mouth or do you chew slowly? Do you talk with your mouth full? All those things. Mommy knew what she was talking about.
I'm guilty. I have no idea with all the different forks, and I'll get all the different forks, and I'll just pick one. I'm like,
and a lot
which one's shinier?
Yes, a lot of people are like that. It used to be back in the day that they taught things like this in school. They don't anymore.
Not anymore.
You know. And a lot of parents are on the fly and they try to instill it, but maybe it's not as consistent as it should be. So I thought it might be a good idea to just put a place setting out here so that people would know one of the safest ways to sit in front of a setting at a dining room in a restaurant, for example. You're out with a fellow employee, or the boss decides to take you out to discuss something that's coming up. It is his or her way of ascertaining for themselves whether you're ready to be put out there.
Really?
And to entertain clients.
So what may seem like a simple, innocent lunch, they're keeping an eye on you.
Exactly. And it's all those little things that matter, that make people make the judgments that they do about us.
It's like we're constantly under this microscope.
I know. And it's true.
It's very true.
It's very true. And as much as people would like to bury their heads in the sand about it and say, no, it's not a big deal, people take me as who I am. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
So let's talk about this place setting. I guess we'll work our way across. What do you have going here?
Well, this is your basic formal dining setting, and when in doubt, you notice we've got 2 forks, we've got 2 knives, we've got spoons and all kinds of glasses, and you don't know where to start.
Yes.
The safest place to begin whenever you're sitting with all of these utensils in particular is always start from the outside and work in. Okay. Okay? So this one here would be your salad fork. There we go. That one would be your salad fork.
Okay. So is this the
That's
smaller
from
of
the
the two?
Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Yeah. Okay.
So always know that when you have your salad, you start with the first on the outside and work your way in.
So it's the first one on your left.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Now, often with a meal, you'll get bread rolls, and we're famous for taking a bread roll and either stuffing the whole thing in our mouths, or you bite off a big chunk and stuff your mouth. Well, the proper way to eat a bread roll is to actually take off a bite-sized piece. Okay. You use your knife on the outside again. Okay. You butter that piece, and then you put it in your mouth.
So it's not take up the whole bread roll,
butter
slice
the whole
it in
thing.
half, butter the whole thing, and then eat from there. Oh, wow.
And a lot of people don't know that.
So it's taking off a small piece first, just buttering that, and then is that, do you continue that process? Is it sort of repeat?
Yeah,
as you take each piece, you butter?
That's correct.
Very good to know.
Because a lot of us will butter the whole roll and then bring it to our mouths and just take a bite out of it. And no, and it doesn't look very nice either.
No, it doesn't.
You know?
And then you've got butter all over your mouth.
Yeah, and it is the proper way to eat a butter roll.
Okay.
Your dessert fork or spoon, depending on whether you're having ice cream or cake or pie, would always usually be at the top of the plate. Yes. So you always know what that's for. And your smaller spoon here would be for your tea or coffee. Okay. All right? Yes. So your main entree would be the fork and knife that's the second in.
Closer to the dinner plate.
Just remember, work from the outside in, and then you're good.
Now, some people don't use or just eat with just their fork. Why is that?
Okay. Using the fork only is an American custom, actually. And there's no right or wrong, to be honest with you. But the Americans tend to use their fork and knife and cut all the pieces of their food, and then they'll take the knife and just put it at the top